Hey guys, it's Jim here, and it's time for one of my 3 or 4 videos of the year. Okay, guys, it's been a while. I know, just busy with life and school and stuff, but I'm having a blast learning and creating, and I'm still driven to make like Transformers videos. I just haven't had the time really. But it's that time of year again. It's the beginning of a new year, so it's time to reflect back on the year past and collecting and what the community has now done. For the last 4 or 5 years now. It was like my first major deep dive into Transformers reviews was one of these videos back, I think, in 2015-ish. So it's been 3, 4 years-ish. Or was it 2013? I can't even recall. Either way, I'll probably correct myself in the editing, but this is a tradition that I have to jump on from time to time, and that I love doing, and I love engaging in the discussion of the community. 17, though, is a bit too many Transformers to go over. I don't even think I collected 17 this year. It's been a busy and a collection-less year for me. I got a few things, and 17 is just way too many to begin with the top list. So we're shortening it down to 7. The top 7 of 2017 that I got this past year, and I can't wait to share with you guys some of these great figures that I have, and I can't wait to hear from you guys your list of the best things that you've gotten. So without further ado, let's get started. Starting at number 7, we have Titans Return Legends Class Wheelie. This guy surprised me with how much I enjoyed this guy. The theme in this video is going to be flippability, the transformability. It's going to be that's one of the major things I found really enjoying from Transformers this year, is actually changing them. The conversions have been, that of the figures I've gotten this year, have been really good, and Wheelie is up among them. He's just so fun to just flip in and out of vehicle mode. I'll find myself at night just swapping them between, and he's beautifully painted. He looks great. His vehicle mode's a little flimsy, but it creates a cavity big enough to fit a Titan Master inside. It's really, really cool, and this guy surprised me with how just flexible he is with play pattern, and how well articulated he is for a Legends figure. He has a waist articulation, hips and knees that are ball joints, elbows that are ball joints, shoulders that are ball joints. It's a really well articulated figure, and he looks great. Hopefully I don't ramble that long for all of these. I'll try to shorten it up. Number 6 on my top 7 is Gnaw. Legends Class Titans Return Gnaw. This guy is a bunch of just adorable, packed into a little shark nom 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 thing. And the sculpting is beautiful. I love the look of the green eyes. The paint is really well done. The transformation is, for all intents and purposes, most of the transformation for Armada Unicron, which is kind of interesting. It folds into a ball the same way, and the arms kind of flip the same way. Instead of connecting on the back, they just create legs. Gorgeous in this mode, gorgeous in the other mode. I might army build these once I have the disposable income. Alright, coming in at number 5, I believe, is Generation 1 reissue, but Generation 1 Laserbeak. Picked this guy up at a local hobby shop this summer, and I was pleasantly surprised. I just love the angles on this guy and the look of him, and it just looks like it came right out of the cartoon, even though the cartoon was molded around the toys. Oftentimes they take big creative liberties with how the animation models looked, because the toys were so limited in their initial designs. But this guy looks fantastic. The angle of the wings, how they come out, the jetpack on it, it looks really cool. I think it works really well. And the conversion to cassette tape, again, a bit fiddly with the weapons, but once they're out of there, it's just like a pop back and forth. It's really fun, a really fun little guy. and I can't wait to get the masterpiece version of this someday because it looks even better. Coming in at number 4, I have Voyager Class, The Last Night Premiere Edition Optimus Prime. This guy is a hoot and a half, I have to say. Oh my gosh, that gorgeous, gorgeous silver paint just splashed all over him is just a treat. He looks lovely and metallic and just rugged. Sure, there are some paint details that are missing. There's a lot of gray that's unaddressed, and that silver can be broken up a bit, and the flames should be here. But other than a couple minor paint squabbles, this robot mode is darn near perfect. Articulation is great. I love the look of him with the sword and the shield, and the transformation again on this guy is just utterly fantastic. I find myself flipping between the modes often, even though it's not a simple conversion. It's a very intuitive one once you get past the legs a little bit. But it's darn near magical how the mass of a pretty unrelated looking vehicle mode is distributed and compacted and used to create the mass of the robot mode. It's beautiful. It's gorgeously done, and with very, very little kibble, unlike the previous attempts at this design, which is kind of incredible. Okay, number 3, kind of spoiled this one earlier, didn't I? Just by association, is Soundwave, a Generation 1 reissue of Soundwave. And I have never seen such a versatile Generation 1 mold before. This guy is great, surprisingly well articulated for a Generation 1 mold. The gimmick is the whole, it's a tape deck gimmick is really cool with the tape decks, with the tapes going in there. The conversion, transformability, like it's so quick and intuitive, the transformation, but it flips in all the right ways to make it feel like something's happening, and the weight of the die cast in the legs when it clicks up is just an utter joy. And it's an utter joy to transform this guy. He looks great in the cassette mode, in the cassette player mode, and he's just fun, especially with the way the legs kind of flip to just go in and out. It's kind of similar to those butterfly blade looking quick changers. Same effect, same deal. But yeah, this guy was a real pleasant and probably my favorite G1 toy design so far. Number 2 is another Voyager from the Last Night line. Probably the best figure in the Last Night line, at least the best one I have, and that is Voyager Megatron. Oh my god, this guy is just gorgeous. I took some photos of him because I had a DSLR at the time when I nabbed this guy. I was borrowing a DSLR, and they look gorgeous. This guy just is completely gorgeous. The transformation is just creative, is the best way I could put it. It's so creative in how the arms flip around back and lengthen out the central mass while slimming it down as well. How the wings become the calves instead of just folding up on the back. He looks really great holding the sword. The sword is a great looking sword. There's enough difference in colors of the grays to keep it interesting. There's a lot of subtlety and sheen, and that face sculpt is just gorgeous. This guy is probably the pinnacle of the modern movie line. Better than anything that I've seen in the Age of Extinction, and the best one I've seen in The Last Night. Just utterly gorgeous, utterly great. I've kept him here with my masterpiece stuff because he's just that good to me. All right, and number 1 is kind of a blast from the past, at least for me, and that is Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Voyager Class Starscream. I got this as a gift for my birthday from my lovely, beautiful, amazing girlfriend. And she found this and nabbed it for me, mint and package. And this is an experience that I haven't had much because I'm kind of again, even though I've been doing it for a few years, I'm in the general scope of things still a young novice kind of collector. And so I've gotten some more vintage stuff. I haven't really reached back into my own personal kind of past, and the more it's getting to the past now, but it wasn't like, you know, the vintage toys. That kind of middle ground that collectors hit all the time, but I haven't been able to get there yet. Of reaching back a few years and getting something that you wanted at the time, but you just didn't get around getting. And this is such a blast from the past. The experience of seeing this lovely packaging. The Revenge of the Fallen packaging was probably the best packaging in the movie line. All the windows, the art on the back, not to mention the figure inside is just gorgeous. I love the look of this Starscream design with the tattoos, and even without having touched the figure, this is just something very gorgeous and nostalgic, and something that makes me feel great. I love looking at this. I love having it. I love having it on my shelf. It's just, and it's probably going to drive me to get more in package older stuff for my collection. This is probably going to turn me into a package collector. And those are my top 7 of 2017. Just great to be part of the discussion. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, especially if you're a fan of mine, or if you are part of the YouTube community Facebook page, the Transformers YouTube community Facebook page. I love being part of the community. I love engaging and talking with you guys. It's probably one of the highlights of my day-to-day life. So thank you so much for the community and for being such a positive force. And join the discussion. If you're a collector, if you enjoy Transformers, go ahead and drop your top 7 or 17 or whatever in the comments below, your list. If you made a video, even better, link the video. If you're not into Transformers at all or anything, feel free to do your top 7 list of whatever from the last year. Do something positive. Show how 2017 was good to you in some way. And I can't wait to see all those responses and hear from you guys. It's been a while, I know, and it's probably going to be another little while. But hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been Jim. It's been fun, and I'll catch you next time.